Hi, my name is Naj and welcome to Peace Bridge. In our previous discussion, we explored how extreme ideology begins and how it quietly spreads. Today, we move from awareness to action because stopping it is not just the duty of government but of every citizen. First, let's be clear. Extreme ideology is not just a difference of opinion, it is rigid, intolerant thinking that rejects all opposing views and seeks to dismantle or completely destroy the existing social order. This is not something to take lightly, so do not sit in your comfort zone and think or assume you are safe. No one is truly safe when such forces are at work. Their ambition is expansion, their method is control, and their goal is domination over the entire world. They do not negotiate and they have no pity on their victims. They are far more dangerous than most people are willing to admit. And the greatest mistake we make is naive overconfidence. The belief that it can never reach us. But across parts of Africa, nations have already faced the consequences of such indifference. This threat is not distant. It is very near us. It is real and it is evolving. Now, here is the critical point. Governments must understand that you cannot crush ideas with force alone. When force is used blindly, extremism goes underground and becomes even more dangerous. So the approach must be disciplined. Define extremism clearly without any emotion. Focus on violence, organized hate, and actions that threaten society, not just beliefs. Apply enforcement gradually through monitoring, dialogue, and warnings. Only when there is clear evidence of potential harm should legal action be taken, and always through the courts, not political actors. Shutting down institutions like churches or mosques because of ideological deviation must be the last resort, not the first reaction. At the same time, ensure transparency, not to control belief, but to prevent manipulation. But beyond all this, the real battle is ideological. Extremism is defeated when its ideas lose power. That is why we must promote truth, education, and open dialogue. And we must avoid a dangerous trap of unnecessary apologetics. Stop defending or excusing harmful ideas simply because they come from your side. A strong society confronts its problems. It does not hide them. This is where true patriotism comes in, not blind loyalty, but responsibility. The courage to protect the nation through honesty and action. And citizens must play their part. Speak up. Question extreme narratives. Report warning signs, because silence is not neutrality, it is permission. In the end, the balance is clear. Too much freedom without accountability allows extremism to grow unchecked, but too much control destroys freedom itself. So the solution is discipline, clarity, and courage. And when both government and citizens rise to that responsibility, extremism automatically begins to lose its ground. Thank you. Have a good day and see you next time.